doors are made of twilight, the floors of starlit glass. I watch the ghosts of sentences and unmade memories pass. No ink was ever spilled here, no parchment ever torn. This is the silent nursery where stories are unborn.
I stand before the threshold where time begins to blur, in the hall of the unspoken where only shadows stir.
Oh, library of shadows, oh, temple of the mind, I seek the one lost chapter that I left so far behind. The words I didn't whisper, the love I didn't name. Are they hidden in these hallways or lost within the flame?
Every shelf is a mirror, every book is a breath, a universe of life that never tasted death.
I am the reader of the void, the seeker of the ghost, in the land of the forgotten. I am the lonely host. Unwritten, unborn, the ink is still in the well, unspoken, unworn. The silence is a sacred bell. Unborn. The ink is still in the well. The silence is a sacred bell. Open the gate, let the unwritten be known. I claim the stories that were never my own. Unwritten.
Read the air, touch the void, the epic of the fallen, the comedy of the destroyed. We are the rhymes that never found a tongue, the melodies of the old, the secrets of the young. Open us, feel us. A billion inkless pages, a trillion silent lines, waiting in the garden where the starlight never shine. I was a queen in a city of sand. I was a grain in a lover's hand, but the stopped moving, the candle went out, and I became a ghost in a palace of doubt. Can you see my face in the dust of the shell? I am the shadow of your unwritten self. The noise, it is too much to bear. A million tragedies are hanging in the air. Which one is mine? Which one is the key? In this sea of stories, which one is me? Choose a door, choose a lie, before the ink of your own life runs dry. The library is vast, the library is deep, filled with the promises that you didn't
Stop, wanderer, do not touch the spine of what might be, unless you wish to drown within an unmapped shoreless sea. The dust on your fingers is the ash of a billion dreams. Nothing in this hallway is ever as it seems. I am the ink that never dried, the quill that never fell, the keeper of the heaven and the master of the hell.
Be careful what you wish to read, for truth is not a play. Some stories stay unwritten to keep the dark away. A tragedy avoided is a book upon my shelf. Would you really read the ending of your own unwritten self? Life is beautiful because the ink must eventually end. But here in these shadows, the broken sentences never mend.
Every if is a diamond, every maybe is a star, but they shine the brightest when they stay just where they are. To write is to choose, and to choose is to lose. The rest is the life you live, truly second to the best.
The ink stays wet, the page stays wide, frozen in the middle of a never-ending night. Potential is a crown, reality is a chain. In the library of shadows, there is no joy.
found it. The spine is gold, the pages hum with fire. The life where I climbed the mountain, where I reached the spire. I see her face in the margins, I hear her voice in the hall, the version of me that stood up straight and never feared the fall. Give it to me, let me read the words I never dared to say, to live the 1,000 years I lost in just a single day. Drop the book! Oh, wanderer, the light within is a lie, a phantom star that leads the way to watch your spirit die. It is a ghost made of paper, a shadow built of glass. It will not let the seasons of your real life ever pass. To love a dream is to hate the truth, to breathe the dust is death. You cannot trade a living heart for an unwritten bride. I want to see the wedding, I want to see the sun. The wedding never happened, the day was not won. I'll stay here in the silence, where the story is perfect and clear. You'll rot within the silence, a prisoner of your own fear. A smile, it's nothing. Is nothing. Is the life I lead just a shadow of the one I lost? Just a shadow of the one I lost. I want to see the wedding. Phantom light is gone. I see the dust dancing in the rays of the ringo. My life is a thin volume, worn and stained with tears, filled with broken sentences and 1,000 quiet fears. But the ink is dry upon the page, the choice is finally being made. In the garden of the living, I am no longer afraid. Go now, seek her, the gates are open wide. I carry the wisdom of the shadows inside. Every star is a lesson, every loss is a rhyme. I step back into the rhythm of the dying time. For the beauty of the story is the way that it must end, where the broken sentences finally begin to mend. Farewells in the house, and the young moon falls to the battle.